What's going on, everybody? It's Miss Mara, and today we are back with trip number 5 without the webcam still. uh, with all the delays and shipping and stuff going on right now, I'm not surprised. So, I decided to make another little trip. It's only like 400 kilometers. It's not probably going to take very long. But then again, depending on the roads, I looked at the map, I think there's at least one border crossing. Because we're going from St. Petersburg, Russia to Helsinki, Finland. I did not do that intentionally. We're going from a saint to hell. I did not do that intentionally. I just realized. Well, anyway. We have concrete centering pieces. They look pretty heavy. So, 18 tons seems about right. I would actually guess that they're probably more than that, but I don't have any experience in the industrial workforce, so I don't know. You know, I kind of want to add some lights and stuff to my truck, but every time I do, I'm not satisfied with the results, so I just take them off. But I wanted to mention one thing, and if you hear me clear my throat once in a while, I apologize. I just got done eating and I've got some phlegm going on. But I wanted to share something that I found last night. I was doing a trip for fun that I wasn't recording. And you know the beeping thing that I talked about in American Truck Simulator that I really, really hated about the way stations and stuff? Yeah, it exists in this game too, apparently. Just at very few select crossings. I was coming from this way, going down this way, and the beeper thing went off like right about here to tell me to pull in right there. And when I heard it go off, I was like, no, tell me it's not so, no. I was so devastated. I was so sad. One of the things that I thought this game was safe from, because I hadn't encountered it yet, I was wrong. So it's right here, between I don't even know how to pronounce half of these, but I believe that's Romania, and that's something. So Romania, I think. But anyway, wanted to share that. Little heads up that it exists. The dreadful, awful thing. It exists. It'll follow me wherever I go, apparently. So, let's get started. There's a part of me that wants to try switching back to automatic, because I feel like I would make less mistakes while I'm talking, but then I wouldn't feel like a real truck driver, I guess. I don't know.
Turn left.
Oh, I hate this intersection.
Get ready to turn right.
I've gotten stuck here like
Turn
twice.
right.
Just sitting and waiting, because there's like a traffic light like right there. But it's not at the intersection itself, it's like just beyond it. Kind of reminds me of an intersection that's here in the town I'm in, where there's an intersection between some businesses that's like not even a tenth of a block from a traffic light. And it's actually been the scene of a few accidents. There's like an accident there like once a year or once every other year, because it's just so chaotic. Just like this one, apparently. Well, can I cut through the grass, maybe? Oh. Wow. Okay. Is anybody behind me? Yes, of course there is. Back up just a little bit. Cut through the grass, I guess. I hope there's not an invisible wall. Please let there not be an invisible wall somewhere. Oh, of course, now they move. Now they move. Now everything's okay. Sure. As soon as I cheat to get around the situation, the game fixes itself. Go figure.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Keep right.
Apparently there was an update to the game last night. So if the engine sounds louder, it's not because I screwed with anything in the settings. When I got on, I noticed that the engine sounded just a hair louder than it did last time I played. But I don't know if that's going to affect the recording or not.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I also wanted to share some important news for anybody out there that has a gaming PC. Because I found out the hard way that replacing the thermal paste on your CPU, between your CPU and its heatsink, about every 5 years is probably a good thing to do. Because apparently it can get dried out and not really be that effective anymore. So I took my computer to a repair shop, had them put new paste on, and now the temperatures on my CPU are doing a lot better. So if this recording is more stable in terms of the frame rates, that might be why. Because my CPU is no longer having a heart attack. It had open heart surgery and now it's recovering well.
Keep left.
On one hand, I'm happy that I got the thermal paste situation taken care of, but at the same time, it's like, I was planning on getting a new computer in like maybe 2 or 3 months. So, on the other hand, it's like, well, it was gonna get replaced soon anyway. The whole computer was.
Keep left.
So, but I'll find a use for this one as a backup or something, or I can sell it to someone or
Keep
something.
left.
But unfortunately, I need a new computer if I want to play the new flight simulator. Because this computer just ain't gonna do it. It just ain't gonna do it. I could probably start making some videos on Train Simulator though. Especially now that the CPU's been surgically repaired. But I don't know. The problem with Train Simulator is that some of the routes, even the shorter ones, would be like an hour-long trip. So, unless I wanted to make a really, really long video, like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, unless I wanted to make a really long video, I would have to cut it a little bit and make it like a highlight video or something. But I don't really want to do that. Because whenever I watch videos of people playing this game or Train Simulator or something, and they cut it like that, and then sometimes what they'll do is they'll put like the full length video behind a paywall, like to, you know, be a part of their Patreon account or something, and you can get access to the full thing or something. That's always really annoying, because it's like, okay, if I like you a lot, I'll sign up for your Patreon and support you. But if I like just came across you and I just want to watch the full length of this trip, and I'm not planning on making a long-term investment in you as a channel, because this trip you made is like a one-off thing, you know, like you make a bunch of other videos, but they're not anything like this one. I don't want to sign up for a monthly thing just to watch that one trip. So what I'll do is I'll find another channel that's got a long trip on there without the paywall, that just has it on YouTube, has the whole 2 or 3 hour thing on YouTube. Can I? Sometimes these gates always confuse me. I don't know which ones I can go down. I always think the icons are something that I need to go down, but maybe not. Oops. Oh, well, they went down that one, so I guess I'm good then. Yeah, see, I think the engine, it just sounds louder, like a lot louder. It's got more rumble to it. They must have added sound effect changes to the engines or something. I'm not complaining. I mean, I like it, but I might have to adjust the sound depending on the playback of this video.
Keep right. And
I don't think it's going to be
right.
too loud. I mean, I can still hear the GPS person loud and clear, so I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Turn right.
The cruise control button on my steering wheel is starting to work well again. I don't know what I did, or what I didn't do, but it's not having issues like it was.
Keep left.
So that's good. It's one of those things where you just get up the next day and some reason it starts to work again, and you're confused and you don't know why. Well, this road's a little confusing. There's no line down the middle. There's like a wear spot, but no, there's the line back.
Keep left.
If I would have saw a screenshot of that road without having any context of where the driver had just come from, I would have assumed it was like a really wide, like, on-ramp to a highway getting ready to turn into an on-ramp or something. Like a road that had just merged and the line had just disappeared because it just merged and it was still kind of wide. That's what I would have assumed it was. I don't know if that makes me more of a blonde than I already am. Probably does. Probably does.
Go straight on.
Getting stuck behind trucks like this is always fun. I'm surprised he's speeding though. Unless he's not Unless he's not technically following the truck speed limit. Oh. Oop. Well, that could have ended badly. Why does it sound like I'm in a tunnel? There's like that... Well, at least there was for a minute there. There was like a little echoey, like I was in a tunnel. Maybe the update to the game broke something. And that's why the engine sounds are all different. Maybe it wasn't intentional. Oh, so now you go the...
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
This is my chance to beat him. Maybe. 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 Yes!
Get ready to turn left.
Haha. It was close, but I got it. And there he is right there. I think that's him. No.
Turn left.
I feel like I took one step forward and 2 steps back.
Turn right.
I guess there's no need to hurry up there because they're going to be sitting there for a minute. But this guy will get done first. My turn. How do they check your documents over here? There's no booth over here. I guess in real life they would walk over here? I don't know.
Go straight on.
I watched a video earlier about the new Colorado DLC for American Truck. It was one of those like developer let's play kind of things showing off a route. Kind of a work in progress thing. I mean, I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I don't know. Not in the mood for American truck right now. I'm also kind of disappointed that Colorado didn't have some snow. When I first heard that they were going to Colorado for the next state, I was really excited. I wanted them to add some snow, at least in some parts. Not the whole state, but at least some areas. But if their Let's Play thing they did is any indication, there doesn't appear to be snow anywhere. So that was disappointing. I really want them to add the Freightliner Cascadia to the game. If they add the Freightliner Cascadia, the new one, the new sleek and modern looking one, if they add that one to the game, I'll probably go back to playing the American game for a while. But even then, the map will still be small. It's gonna be like 2 or 3 years before the map is any decently enjoyable size to be able to do really long trips. Because that's what I really like to do. These short trips are fun and all, but what I really like to do is really, really long trips. With a lot of highway driving. Maybe I'll make one of those and record it sometime. I'll have to make sure I have the hard drive space though. Because a 2-hour trip like that would probably... that would take a lot of space. I'm not sure I have the hard drive space for that. I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video or not, but what I do is I record these on my SSD, which has a smaller capacity than the HDD, and then after I make them a movie in Windows Movie Maker, it compresses the files and then I move them over to my HDD. And then once I move them over, I delete them off the SSD, so that way the SSD always has the space to make another video. Because at the most I could probably do is like an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half at the very most before I'm completely out of space. So I kind of have to do these short trips. Now once I get my new computer, I plan
Keep right,
on
and then exit right.
having at least a 1 terabyte SSD and maybe like a 6 terabyte HDD
Right.
for backup.
Get ready to turn left.
Because right now I'm only rocking a 250 gig SSD and a 1 terabyte HDD. Because with the new computer, I'll probably start putting games on the SSD so they load faster. Because with this computer, every game that I've got is on the HDD. If I have a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabyte SSD, then I'll be able to put all my games on that instead. And then just use the HDD purely as like basically like a big thumb drive. Just a huge backup drive for all my videos, extra files that I don't need per se on a moment's notice.
Turn left.
And it looks like we're here.
Get ready.
Never been here
turn
before. There's a lot of places in this game I've never been because of all the DLC that's been added.
Left. Turn left.
On my original profile, I explored the base game almost 100% though. But it'll be a lot before that is the case again.
It was a nice ride.
Ooh. I was kind of expecting it to maybe have me put it like right there. Well, that looks even harder. Well, I guess you would just pull in. Huh. Well, I can give it a try. Might take me a few minutes depending on difficulty here. Where is it even at? Let's see if I can go this way. Oh, this won't be that hard. Sometimes the map gives a pretty... Well, I wouldn't say inaccurate, but it doesn't give you a completely accurate... Oops. I'm gonna have to go pull up more. There we go. That should be... Yeah, we'll be fine. Gotta use the mirror a little bit here, but that's okay. Alright. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, I got that one pretty good. I got that one real good. Well, that's the end of this one. So, we shall see. Now Amazon is telling me my camera is going to be here by Friday. Instead of saying from November 2nd to the 6th, it's just saying arriving by Friday by 8 p.m. or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So it could be here today. Well, I doubt it today. I very much doubt it today. Because of what's going on today. But maybe tomorrow. Well, depending on what happens today. And the whole rest of the week might be screwy. So. But anyway. That's the end of this one. Thank you for watching. And goodbye.